You gotta show it to the peoples. Oh, there it is, y'all. Hey, beautiful people, it's Success Mentor Dante Jake Worth, and I'm back with another video right here on Audacious Believer TV. Now, if this is your first time tuning in, I need you to make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure that you like this video. And make sure that you're commenting down below. Me and my team absolutely love to read your comments. Now tonight, we're being joined by two beautiful men in Rochester. Don't let them know who you are.
Linda Dukes, Mr. GID.
Hassan Robinson.
Woo!
Pause. Alright, yeah.
I invited these young men here tonight to talk about getting in touch with your body. But before we get to that topic, I'm going to ask each of you the same question I've asked all of my guests. What is your story?
Oh, he hit me first. I like hit me first. So, I guess the best way to say my story, how it all started, like
whatever your story is.
All right. My story is I am a dad, husband. But most important part, I was raised right here in Rochester, so everything we do is for the city we live in.
Yeah, that's good. What's your story?
My story, definitely grew up in the city, born and raised. Attended city schools here. I'm the youngest of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot.
There's a lot of
It's a lot.
Yeah. Went to Wilson, grew up in the 19th Ward for the most part. And then I went off to RIT, so I've been there basically my whole life.
Wow.
Graduated from there, went into engineering as an IT engineer. Worked in that field for almost 6 years at Xerox, and just felt like I had a bigger calling, so I just got into fitness and just giving back to the community.
That is awesome. So getting in touch with your body, there's a lot of people out there who are watching, who are getting ready for January. You know, around January, everyone's getting in their mindset to get that resolution going. Right. What can they do right now to get started on their goals, their fitness goals, nutrition goals?
What they can do now, get started.
Get started? That's a good one. Get started. Yeah, show's over, y'all. I got to go.
I actually put up a post earlier. It was saying basically you can choose. It's your decision. It could be day one or it could be one day.
That's good. That's good.
One day, or it could be day one. Get started.
That's good. What about you?
Oh man, that's real simple. Eat for your goals. Especially as we said, head into the season, especially where everybody's eating all the food they love to eat. Put down the sweet potato pie.
But it's so good.
At least eat one slice, not the whole pie.
Okay.
It's good, but is it good for you?
That's true.
Right.
That's a good point, because I have an auntie who makes the best sweet potato pie in the world. I literally eat a whole pie every year.
You know what? But one day ain't so bad. It's when it turns into a week. Where you keep going back.
It's like the Groundhog Day every day. You're like, I just gotta eat this pie one time. That is awesome. So for those people who are out there who feel like working out is just, they don't have time for it, what can they do at home, or what can they do to get in contact with you guys to really get started?
Oh, okay. I wasn't there. Look, I'm getting all these questions. So to contact us, you can contact us on all forms of social media. As you can see, we both have to get new daily shirts on. Yeah. We'll answer any questions on there. We love getting them. Another way to get started, it's real simple, people. Just start.
Yeah.
So it can be as simple as walking your block. You have stairs in your home. It's as simple as going up and down the stairs. Instead of just going up there to use the bathroom or come down, you can use it to go up and down a couple times to get that heart rate up.
Yes.
The body doesn't know what you're doing. It just knows if it's working or not.
That's good.
Even at work, you could get started. If you got stairs at work, walk around your office space or wherever you may work. If you work at a hospital, it's ways to get your exercise in. And you'll be surprised. Some people may think that that's too simple, but once you do, you'll be surprised of how much you have to go, how much progress you can make.
That's good. That's good. So getting in touch with your body, how do you start assessing someone when they first come in? Let's say walking to the office or walking to the gym, and they just have never worked out. Maybe they worked out with a trainer before, and they just don't know where to start. How do you assess them? Is there
I'm curious to hear Hassan on this one.
So when someone walks in, definitely you want to greet them. You want to make them feel welcome first and foremost. And then once they get in there, you're really looking at. You want to ask them questions. What their goals are. You want to figure out where their mind is. So I think once you figure out where their mind is, you can figure out how you may be able to help them or where you can meet them. And sometimes you may have people come in with unrealistic goals, but if you understand that, you can meet them where they are and help them be a little more realistic. If you have people that come in with realistic goals or goals that are sustainable, that's the biggest thing. You want to work out and you want to exercise and live a healthier life and do it in a sustainable way.
Yeah.
So if you're doing things that's not enjoyable, that you don't enjoy, that's not, you won't be able to maintain the results over time. So
that's good. I think I even walked into the gym with a picture like, I need to look like this by my birthday in February. He was like, I got you, but you got to be here like every day. And I've been every day though. I've been there. Leave Billy Rock on the field, man. I got all this black on right now. It's slimming me down about 10 pounds.
He hiding it for the summer. He hiding it for the new year.
Yo, my summer 2020 about to be lit. I'm getting back to y'all. So, okay. So we talking about a little bit about nutrition. A lot of people think there's always these trendy diets. If I drink this tea, I'm gonna lose 10 pounds. If I go to Slim So what are some realistic action steps people can take to actually lose weight but stay healthy and eat something that's tasty and not just chalk?
Oh man, there's so many different ways. You know, one of the things we always say, right, is we say small changes to big steps. Okay? So if you're trying to get somewhere, don't just start acting like you won't go off and start eating kale every single day as before you weren't eating kale.
Right.
Why don't you pick something you've had? I would say cut out, take something, change the oil you use. There's just simple things that you can do that aren't that hard to do. Drink more water. Like I said, be active. Being active is a big one. If you got kids, go and play with them for a little bit. You'd be surprised how winded you are.
Yeah.
And they still running circles around you.
Yes. Turn the video game off.
That's it.
definitely, man.
That's awesome. Okay. So for you, where did you start? Were you always in shape? Because some people are watching out there and they're like, these guys, they've already won. Why are they still going to the gym? So, what is your journey like?
So my journey is actually a bit different. Like, it's funny, me and Hassan are polar opposites.
Okay.
So Hassan grew up an athlete, and I was never an athlete. I played basketball, but very recreationally. I was actually, when it comes to education, I was a high school dropout. So I actually educated myself and became a mechanical engineer via just, learning the system, learning the processes, and getting certified. With that came I kind of realized I was a real determined guy. So I took that, and I got to be honest with you, I just ran with it.
Nice.
When I realized that I could change my mindset, I realized that my mind was in control of my body.
That's good.
So that's what made me really take off, and I just started hitting the gym. I always tell people my first gym partner was a video. I used to follow this one guy would do it every single day. His name's Chris Gethin, and he would do it every single day. And I mean, this man has 2 gyms. He's constantly traveling. It's kind of hard for you to make excuses when the dude you're following is making no excuses at all.
Exactly.
So it just let me know that if you stuck with it, there was going to be some progress.
That's good.
And that was it. That was it.
That's good. And I know a lot of people are self-conscious about their bodies. A lot of people, they see images on Instagram, they see images on Facebook, they see images on TV, and they're comparing themselves. As we know, that comparison is the thief of all joy.
Oh man.
What advice would you give?
Hold on, can I do this? Is the thief of all joy. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to someone
I would
like
say just be yourself. Just be yourself, be authentic. I think even if you look at kids and you look at even your own childhood, when you're a kid, you just live carefree. You don't really care what people think about you or how people see you. And you're just living in the moment. That's another thing, just being present.
Yes.
Being in the moment. And to be present, you have to be present within yourself. And I think a lot of times people get away from that moment of present, just breathing, just being in tune with themselves, and they focus so much on other things, other people for their happiness, and you realize that it doesn't work that way. You have to find peace within yourself. You have to love yourself and make time for yourself.
That's real good.
Best version of you, man.
That's
all you can do.
Yeah, you got to be authentic. Like the moment you start doing things to please other people or to look like someone else or be like someone else, you lose yourself in the process. So you're not your authentic self, and to be happy, to have peace of mind, you have to be authentic.
That's good. And I know that I've worked with other trainers before, but these two are the only ones who have taken me not through just workouts, but flexibility, through all kind of things that really get you like stretched out. Y'all see this? I used to not even be able to do this before, but because of these two, I'm able to do it. So, why do you think it's important to be not just strong but flexible as well?
Ooh, that's a
good question. Yeah,
that's a real good one. So I propose. I say this all the time, right? Because people will come to me, they're like, "Oh, he's so strong," and then they'll see Hassan, they'll be like, "He's strong too." Wait, y'all got two different forms of fitness, and it's like in flexibility lies strength. So let's keep it real simple. The more muscle you can use, the stronger you are, right? So if you can't get but so far, you can't use the rest.
Right, that's
it's
good.
that simple.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, I know that real quickly. I know that eating is part of the equation.
Yep.
Working out is part of the equation.
Yep.
Mindset is a part of the equation.
Yeah.
You're a vegan.
Yes.
What made you go vegan?
Literally just finding that inner self, and what I just talked about, being authentic. I felt like for me it was more the way I felt, and instead of trying to eat what I seen everyone else eating or eating what I grew up on, things that would break me out, things that would upset my stomach. I didn't feel good just overall health wise. So over time I just started doing my own thing and started eating the way I wanted to eat, and I started to eat for what made me feel good.
That's good.
So,
That's good. That's good. Are you vegan as well? Or are you a...
No, I actually, what I do is I eat whatever I want.
Okay.
Basically, if I was to be honest about it. But what I found via meeting people like Hassan and other people who are very conscious of what they eat.
Yes.
See, I came from the world of bodybuilding, so we just ate to get as lean as possible, and the rest didn't matter. So you realize, like, as I didn't feel good. I didn't feel good being extremely lean, being at 7%. It just didn't feel right to me.
Yeah.
So as I went forward, I realized that there is more to life than broccoli and chicken. And I realized that you could have things that were good for, not only good to you, but good for you. And you can still have a little fun along the way. So I eat whatever I want, being completely honest with y'all, and still love it anyway.
He actually went vegan for about
30 days.
days.
Yeah, 30 days straight.
That's
It
good.
was terrible.
I'm vegan like from 12 to 2, and then I'm like Pentecostal from 2 to 3,
There you
and
go.
I'm like Baptist from 3 to 4. I mean, it's all kinds. There's so many things out there. Paleo diet. There's so many things. So whatever works for you.
Yeah,
Basically.
whatever works for you.
That's right.
You have to find your balance.
That's
And
a
you
fact.
can get
Yeah,
back to your point.
I've done vegan, keto, vegetarian, Atkins. You want to? Is there anything else?
Have you done the skinny tea? Have you done the tea?
The
Where you
skinny
like
tea.
holding the tea up in the picture, like
I gotta
Instagram,
be
like.
honest, I don't think I look that good at the side with a duck face, so I've never done the tea. That's
Well, yeah. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry. Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, to your point, being yourself.
Yeah.
And he talked about me being vegan. He's not vegan. He tried it. Something he could do, but it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
So it's about finding your own balance.
Nice.
Health in general, and life in general. It's just about finding what works for you. Your balance, your journey is going to be much different than mine. It's going to be much different than his. And so you got to
Nice.
find you.
That's good. Are you guys ready for rapid fire questions?
Here we go.
Woo! All right. Favorite book?
Oh man, right now, Culture of Honor.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie, Pursuit of Happiness.
Ooh, that's a good one. Why do you think it's important to eat healthy?
Oh man, look good, feel good.
Woo! Who inspires you?
My brothers, my sisters.
What is the best piece of advice that you've ever given?
Given, I would say never give up on you.
That's good. And what is the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Man, I've received a lot. Follow your dreams.
And finish this sentence. To be audacious means to be...
Inspiring.
Woo! To be audacious means to be...
Fearless.
So again, remind people where they can find you guys online, how they can get in contact with you.
You can look us up, Getting Your Daily. So we didn't actually get to really go into what that is. But what it is, me and Linda, we're both fitness coaches. We've been working primarily with women, and one of our both of our visions, you know, when we met each other, we were doing our own thing. When we met each other, we realized that we had very similar visions, very similar backgrounds in terms of engineering, you know, growing up in Rochester. Our paths were very different, but we kind of came to where we are now.
Yeah.
But Getting It Daily is basically a space that we were trying to create for the women in our community, the women, you know, around the world, basically, to be able to have a space where they can be better, they can get better, they're not judged, and a place where they could change their relationship with health, with their own health, with fitness, with nutrition, and just helping them, you know, just serving them any way we can.
That's good.
So in terms of following us and getting in touch with us, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, Getting It Daily. My personal page, you can follow me, Hassan Inspires, on Facebook or Instagram. Lennon.
GID Lennon.
Nice. That's good. All right. Well, before we close out, I did ask one of these young men to give you guys a treat. Okay, this is for you guys.
That's for the young boys.
And I want them to see the results of action. A lot of times you see trainers, they talk about doing this, doing that, and then like
we actually look like we work out. That's what he's trying to say as nicely as possible.
Well, vegan life it is.
I gotta show them what the vegan games look like.
Man.
Oh Lord. The views about to go from 0 to 10,000. Ain't nobody going to get booked on the show no more. All right, you gotta show it to the people. Oh, there it is. So until next time, remember that life is meant to be enjoyed and not just endured.